What's going on, guys? Welcome to Slapshot Pops and the very first Mando Mondays live stream. We got a great stream for you guys tonight. We planned it out. We got my buddy Dominic, who's going to join us in just a minute, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'm super pumped for The Mandalorian. We got a lot of great stuff on the horizon, and what a great way to celebrate this amazing Star Wars show by breaking down. We're going to break down the first season tonight. We're going to talk about all the drops that happened today. We're going to talk about some of the amazing pops and figures they've already come out with. And every Monday night, we're going to be back talking about The Mandalorian. We're going to be breaking down each episode as it comes out. And we're going to give you all the Mandalorian content to your heart's desire, basically. So let's see who we got in the house tonight. I see Jedi John. What's up? Anthony, I heard you had a rough day. Hopefully tonight's live stream can make it better for you. We're going to do a giveaway tonight, and we're getting close to 600 subscribers. Don't forget, guys, we are actually giving away this Brickheads set for 600 subscribers, so we're getting there. Who else is here? Evan, Gianna, Rodney, what's up? Colorado Pops, Geekstronomy, excuse me. What's going on? Yeah, 581. 581. We are getting close. Ginkishi, what's up, my man? What's going on? Two Flowers, what's up? And guys, we have a special announcement tonight. We are super excited. Our official Slapshot Pops pucks officially came in the mail today. So we're going to be giving away our very first official factory-made Slapshot Pops puck with tonight's giveaway tonight. So somebody could be taking one of these home. What's up, Kenneth? All right, so without further ado, I'm going to bring in my man, Dom. He is the local Star Wars expert in my area. I can't think of a better guy to break down The Mandalorian and talk Star Wars with for the next 8, 10, 12 weeks, 2 years, who knows. We're going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy it. And we're going to break down this amazing show that I feel like has really touched everyone, especially this year with everything going on, with very little to look forward to. I'm just really excited. And Dominic's a great friend, truly blessed to have met him a couple months ago, or whatever it is, we ran into each other. Star Wars bros for life. And I'm going to bring Dom in. And welcome to the stream, man. What's up?
Thank you for having me. What's going on?
So it's Mando Mondays. Doesn't get any better than that.
Mando Monday. See, look, my Mando shirt on.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so everybody, we are super pumped for this. We talked about this for the last couple of weeks. We came up with the idea. We've been game planning the live stream all weekend. We talked about it earlier today. We're super pumped to bring you guys a good show. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean,
oh, yeah, definitely. A lot of stuff.
The show's not even here yet. We got stuff to talk about.
And look, it happened to fall on a day where there's a bunch of drops that happened for Mando Monday. So we could talk about that for a little bit and
Perfect.
Get through.
Absolutely. So for those of you guys just jumping on, welcome to the stream. It's my man Dom over here. Do you like Dominic or Dom? What's your go-to?
And Dom.
Dom.
Call me Dom because my wife calls me Dominic, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. Definitely. I don't want to step on that. So we're gonna go with Dom. So if you guys are just jumping on, I hope you understand that we were talking about Star Wars. We were talking about Mandalorian, and you're in the right place. So the first thing I want to talk about is season 1. We had season 1. I know you recently rewatched it. I'm catching up on a couple episodes myself. Overall, what did you think of season 1?
Season 1, amazing. It was different. When I first watched it for the first time, it just was a little weird because Star Wars is the movies. And watching a television show was like watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
And just because Star Wars never had that. We had a bunch of different, things that were supposed to happen years ago. We never did. And now Disney wound up putting it out and making all our dreams come true.
I think they're good at that. I mean,
well, look, The Mandalorian, is not an original concept. It definitely is concepts from the original trilogy. And, The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, IG-11 is IG-8. So basically the characters are basically the same, tweaked to a different audience for now, something for now. But to be honest, The Mandalorian is actually really growing on me a lot more. And me being a big Boba Fett fan, I kind of really starting to like the Mandalorian a lot more, because it's new, it's refreshing, and they're not giving us Boba, so I might as well.
Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
So, and to let everybody know, we're not going to give away right now, but we have a very special unboxing that Dom is going to do for us. He's been, I know, super anxious to open this pop, but he got it about a week ago, like 6, 7 days ago. And I know you've been dying to open it. So later tonight during the stream, he's going to unbox it live. He himself has not seen it in person, but he's going to give you guys the first inside scoop. And as well as myself, I'm super, super pumped for you, dude. This is a sick pop. So.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to opening it because I feel like it was imprisoned in that box for such a long time.
But now, after tonight, it's forever on the
tonight,
shelf.
it's going to be free. After tonight, it's going to be one with the Force.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So if you had to pick a favorite moment from season 1, like something that just you were like, damn, that is crazy, or what is your wow moment?
The wow moment, episode 3. Episode 3, when all the Mandalorians came out to help Mando.
Yes.
And Deborah Chow is the director of that episode, and she actually is going to be doing the Obi-Wan TV show in a couple of years when it comes out. But I just like the whole standoff, the bounty hunters, just the whole Western feel, and it just that's what Star Wars is about. I like the underground aspect, the space stuff, the stormtroopers, but I like more the scum and villainy, the bounty hunters, the mercenaries. That between episode 3 and episode 6, the prisoner with a Mayfield and all those characters coming in, I enjoy that. That's the type of stuff I like. When there's action, more characters introduced, and like that whole widened where it's just not just one character, but there's more.
Right. Absolutely. What's up, DJ Dominic? What's going on?
What's going on?
You kind of stole my thunder there. That is hands down my favorite moment, when just he's kind of pinned down on that wooden cart and he's getting shot at, and then all of a sudden, my favorite character is actually the heavy Mando. I mean, everybody loves the regular Mando, but I love the heavy Mando, especially since it's Jon Favreau behind that helmet. I think that's so freaking cool. But I just love that scene. They all come out, and he's like pinned down, and I believe it's heavy Mando when he realizes, when the Din Djarin looks up and he realizes he's getting all this support, and then they say that iconic line like, "This is the way," and then he nods his head like that. That to me, I mean, I was already sold when they showed the title of the show and it was Star Wars, but like you had me for 100%.
Well, it is crazy when it comes to Star Wars. The Mandalorians are practically new in the Star Wars. Meanwhile, there's a whole history of the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
But on TV, up when they had the Clone Wars cartoon, that's when they really started showing them more, and then Rebels, and then the first time in live action now with the Mandalorian. So they're really a cool bunch of, it's just a bunch of characters that are cool, man. The armor, just they're cool looking. Their helmets. So, but like you think about it, that wasn't possible without Boba Fett. Boba Fett is the father. Well, look, Jango Fett's the dad of Boba Fett.
Yeah, Django's the real OG. Yeah.
But Boba Fett came first before Jango was created. So Boba Fett was the brainchild of everything that happened now with the Mandalorians. But seeing them in live action is really cool.
It's kind of cool too. I always pictured them as like the Navy SEALs or like some kind of special ops team, in space. Like that was my first impression of them. So I just hope we get to see more action. Maybe some more flashbacks of like Din Djarin's training. I think it'd be really cool to see more. I mean, we have to see more of the Death Watch Mandos. We have to.
Look, it's kind of funny, the whole timeline when Death Watch saved Din Djarin back when he was a youngling, he was a foundling. That timeline, it takes place way before Darth Maul took over Mandalore, but still in a timeline where it's kind of familiar, and we're going to learn a lot more. Look, Din Djarin, he's all good now, but his past is going to come back. Definitely in the seasons. There's a lot more of Din Djarin than more meets the eye, because he was a mercenary, he was a bounty hunter, he was all these things way before since he found the
Well,
child.
we see. I believe it was the first episode, and like I said, I have to go through and I have to double watch everything again. But wasn't it the first episode where there was like 4 or 5 of the crates that came out, and people were checking them in and they were scanning them? I mean, he's got stories. He's got
He does have
people that
stories.
he did, you know.
So that's why, if they come out with a comic book, they can dish out all his stories in the past and
His
how he
origin,
became
everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because another thing too is that stumps me a little bit when it comes to this. He has no clue of the Jedi, no clue of the Sith, no clue.
Yeah, that is a little odd. A little odd.
I kind of think he was more hidden and put away, not to see that overall, all those overall things happen, and he was kind of maybe brainwashed.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to believe that if he was growing up on Mandalore and he was with Death Watch wound up teaming up with Darth Maul and Savage Opress. So, and Ahsoka, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're going to get to that in a little while.
Yes.
Sean, we're going to get to that. And Flipkick asked, is Boba going to get some screen time this season? Well, we're going to get into that too. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of backstory that hopefully we can explore. And the thing about the trailer that kind of gives it away, he says like enemy sorcerers, like, alluding to the Jedi, but the way he talks about them, he doesn't know who they are,
Exactly.
A little strange.
Look, my feeling, the Armorer is a lot more than we know.
Yes.
I believe that she's somebody that we know, or someone that we're familiar with.
Right.
That we're going to find out down the road. Because, look, the similarities. When Maul was taking over Mandalore, he had all the Mandalorians that followed him. They had horns in their head. She has the horns. So basically, she knows about Maul. She definitely has to.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that she comes back and they dish more of her past.
Absolutely. Especially since she was the only one left.
Yes.
In that, what was that, episode 6 or 7? 7.
The final episode.
Or was that the final episode?
Yeah.
Final episode. She was the only one left, which that's my only. I don't know if you have any beef with season 1. But that's kind of my main beef. I never understood that part in season 1, how they built up the Mandalorians. They're introducing them to everyone. Everyone's getting a taste for Din Djarin's badassness. We see in episode 3, they all come out. We have this amazing battle scene. But at the end, we find out that they all fell to a bunch of remnant stormtroopers. Like, what's up with that?
I believe there's a lot more. There's a lot more to that. See, Moff Gideon, I think there's more to Moff Gideon. I like Giancarlo actually mentioned the fact that he could be possibly force sensitive. That's the reason why he's wielding the Darksaber. So there's a lot of history between that and what his agenda is, why he wants the child. And it could be the Emperor, because remember, the Emperor's alive. Found out Rise of Skywalker, he's back.
True. That's true.
But I think there's a lot more before that happens. Look, we already know what the future looks like. I think they're going to take a lot of curves and steer us off that path with other things, like other possibilities that these could be. Yeah, he's a warlord, but I think there's more. I think there's a higher power. I don't think Moff Gideon is the big baddie. I believe there's somebody else.
I think he's second or third in charge.
Yeah, I think there's somebody else out there that we're going to find out as the seasons go on. And we might find out next year that, because look, he's got the Darksaber. Bo-Katan was the last one to have the Darksaber before. After Rebels, she was the last one to have it, and he got it.
Yeah.
How did he get it?
Right.
If it's just, there's a lot of mystery, and we definitely find out.
I don't think we're gonna get another big bad, because they brought in Moff Gideon towards the end of season 1.
No.
So
we're gonna hear about him.
Right.
And I think as the seasons go on, they're gonna introduce him.
Yeah.
Look, next year, no. I think more like season 3 or season 4. You're gonna.
I could even see season 4. Yeah, I could see season 4.
Because look, how many seasons do you think this is gonna last? Maybe 5?
Realistically, I could see. I mean, if they, depending on the popularity, I mean, there's so much content. There's so many other people that could keep bringing in and out. I mean, realistically, I could see 6 or 7.
Well, look, the way things are going, if you do eight episodes, you can actually go on for other seasons. It's just how much more can they give you? You know, you're a Mandalorian, you're traveling, you're doing this. You have to introduce other characters, make new shows, just keep changing things around. And then what you do is you can actually make a Mandalorian movie for Disney Plus
Right.
and send them on his way.
Mhm.
And then just recycle new characters and just put them out there. But right now, the Mandalorian's making money for Disney. There's a lot merch that's coming out. You know, the child. So we're gonna have Mando for a few years. Not to worry. So at least until they put out new movies.
Or at the very least, if his show comes to an end, let's say after season 5, and then they branch out and they do an Ahsoka series, or like he could always show up,
Of
in
course.
somebody else's show. He could do a team up or something. He could. I mean, and the other thing too is it doesn't even have to be Pedro Pascal. Like anybody can put on that helmet for the most part. For the most part, I know there's the voice and the height and the build and everything,
and the way he walks.
And the way he walks, yeah.
It's just it's hard to. Yes, he wears the helmet, but I think as the seasons go on, the helmet's going to come off a lot more.
All right, thanks for stopping by, Two Flowers. Really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would love it if they did 7 or 8 seasons. Me personally,
So would
just
I.
because there's so much hype. I think the key, if they wanted to do that, they have to keep the seasons to 8 episodes or less. And if they really wanted to milk it, they keep the episodes a tad bit shorter. Like you can't do an hour and a half. You can't do an hour and a half episodes, because I feel like people are gonna get burned out and it's too much.
Look, I believe 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
I think 45 minutes is good.
50-minute, but 40 to 45 minutes, I think is perfect.
Yeah.
You do it, and you so 8 episodes. You might be able to stretch it one more episode, make it 9, because apparently the WandaVision show that's coming on after Mando.
Yes.
They pushed it to I think maybe 9 to 10 episodes, and it's half hour. It's like hour episodes too, so they can do it. I don't. We'll see what happens. Anything could change in a heartbeat.
WandaVision's like a really quick on Marvel. WandaVision's a little bit different. The way Marvel's already been established as a universe, and I feel like the Mandalorian we're kind of starting from ground zero. Not really in the sense of the grand scheme of things, but from this character and this pinpoint, they were able to start a new show with a new character that no one knew anybody about, and get everybody on board.
Definitely, and that's the amazing part of Lucasfilm. You take 2 brand new characters that definitely was characters that were actually older characters, and just reinvent them, make them new,
right?
And put them out there, a different setting, make it more of a grounded, individual setting, not the whole big vast of space,
right?
Which makes it kind of weird. That because like I said, when you watch movies, it's the whole space opera. There's so many moving parts in a movie. With a TV show, you're concentrating on one character, and people definitely have to get used to that. And I think Mando really opened the door for so much more, and our Star Wars fans are going to be very happy for years to come, and very broke for years to come.
Very broke. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. Very broke. But one of the things that the Mandalorian in particular has been able to do, it's been able to unite multiple generations, which we've seen through Star Wars stuff before. However, with this point, and obviously, you've been around a tiny bit longer than I have, so you've been able to see more Star Wars stuff. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean,
no. Listen, the Star Wars. It's kind of funny, I reminisce about the old days when Star Wars first came out,
right?
And
which I think is so cool that you saw the OGs.
I was in stores where nothing but wall-to-wall Star Wars stuff. That they overstocked places with the stuff when I was a child. Me and my brother used to go to there was a place called Woolworth. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a place Gimbals. There was a place Alexander's. These places, they had so much stuff.
Yeah.
And you would go in there and toys everywhere. Now you go for Star Wars, you're lucky if you find one Power of the Force thing up there, and it's not what you want.
Yeah.
It's come a long way, and everything is much more expensive because toys were $1, $1 or $2 back then.
Well, inflation hits everything. So
it really, definitely, and not the inflation part. What bothers me, it's the part that they don't care. They don't, because
In what sense?
well, back in the '80s, back in '85, the Star Wars train was riding its last licks,
Mm-hmm.
and they backpedaled for over, I think, '85 for 10 years. Star Wars wasn't there was nothing for Star Wars. Then they came out with Powers of the Force back in 1995 that put a new heartbeat in the Star Wars genre. And from that time to now, the Star Wars train has been rolling. But there was a time, look, there was no movies. After Return of the Jedi, Lucas said he wasn't doing anything else. This is before the prequels ever came
Right.
in. They came out with the Droids cartoon that failed, the Ewoks cartoon that failed. And just Star Wars, people were into Star Wars more. They wanted, G.I. Joe was there now. They had G.I.
Right.
Joe. They had Transformers. They had all these other things that came out back in 84,
Right.
84, 85, and around there, which took their mind off Star Wars.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, the Powers of the Force happened in 95 and just put the heartbeat, the blood just started flowing again, and the Star Wars train took off again.
Mm-hmm.
It's always great to see. I like watching videos of stuff that could have been like unproduced stuff that they had planned that never
Yeah.
made it. And it's like, damn, I wish it did make it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for Disney to put Droids and Ewoks on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that'd be really
they own
interesting.
it.
Yeah. Bring it from the
And
archive.
exactly, the kids will like it. It's fun. It's a kid's show, but it's still something that I cherish for growing up.
Right.
And eventually they'll put it on there. I know they will. It's going to take some time, but the Star Wars train, it did stop at the brakes one time. It's just now, unfortunately, when they come out with stuff, if you could find it,
Yeah.
and then it's expensive online.
And then that's something that we saw today with some of the drops. And but before we get into that, so we recapped season one a little bit. So is there anything in season one that you wished that they would have done differently or done better, or maybe they didn't do it at all? Was it missing?
You know what? It kind of was missing. I love the new characters,
Mm-hmm.
and they did throw some throwbacks in there, fan service in there. I really wish they would have dropped like names, like you would have heard Vader's name,
Right.
or Luke, because Luke is out there. I wish they would have had some. I know this season you might get that what I wanted this season. Really, nothing. I enjoyed it overall. If I wish they could do other things, actually, you know what? I wish it was longer. The episodes were longer, and I wish there was more. I wish there was regular season episodes, like maybe 10, maybe 15 episodes. I'm greedy. I want that.
That's good though. That's good that you're left wanting more, because then the show was good. If you're at the point where you're like, oh, I'm satisfied, or it was too much, there's tons of TV shows that do too many seasons or too many episodes. I think if they get to a point where we're sitting here and we're going, we want more, then they did a really good job.
Look, exactly. They did a good job, and the hype train is so unreal now for this season coming up.
Yeah.
The only thing that I am really worried about, if it doesn't live up to the expectations of what people are expecting.
Yeah.
Like think about it. When the movies came out, The Force Awakens, we were so hyped for The Last Jedi.
Oh, so hyped. I was
so hyped. And then we were hyped for The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And it just really hit hard that it wasn't what you expected.
Yeah.
And watching what's going to happen this season, they're going to put this person in, that person in, this, to do that. It kind of scares me, because I have faith in Filoni and I have faith in Favreau as a duo to do this.
Right.
But you don't want to overdo stuff and put too much in something that was groundbreaking and new.
Right.
Like I said, I like the nostalgia stuff. I like the old stuff. I like the name drops. But when you do too much fan service, it could backfire as well too. Like, go back to episode 5, the gunslinger.
Mhm.
They went back to Tatooine,
Yeah.
where so and so it might be Boba Fett with the
Right, right.
Venishan at the end.
Yeah, and they give us the boot clicking noise,
Yeah, the boot clicking noise.
Yeah.
Now, that was a lot of people's least favorite episode of the season.
I did hear a little bit about that. Yeah.
Me personally, I actually liked the droids that they had from Phantom Menace.
Mhm.
The droids, I like that. They showed that. Toro was one of the worst characters ever created as a bounty hunter to go become a bounty hunter. I didn't like his character,
Mhm.
but I did like the aspect of the episode with the Tusken Raiders, the Sand People, the interaction with Mando, who was
Yes.
giving them sign language.
Mhm.
I like that, and I also like the fact that the mysterious person who bent down could be Boba Fett, which it's more Cobb Vanth, I believe, because
Yeah,
when we talk about a little bit about the second season, I have a little theory
I know you got some
that
theories. I know.
it's just kind of like it's making me backtrack on the whole Boba Fett thing.
Mhm.
That I
Absolutely.
really do wish if anybody wants him back, me.
Oh, I know.
But
I mean, everybody can see your wall. I mean, we know that you're diehard. So.
But I have, if it doesn't happen, I won't be mad. I will definitely be happy for the season.
I don't.
But
So if it doesn't happen this season, it's definitely going to happen. I think they're not going to miss an opportunity to
no,
jump on. I think it's just they have to be careful. Exactly what you said. They have to spread it out. You can't drop too
yes,
much, but don't drop too little because then people won't be as interested. You have to be able to do
exactly.
fan service. You have to be innovative. And unfortunately, they're not underdogs anymore. I feel like
No,
last year when I was talking to people, friends, family, coworkers, everybody was like, "Yeah, there's some Mandalorian show come out. I've never heard of it." Some people couldn't even really say the Mandalorian. And now everybody's like, "Yo, Mando's happening Friday, Mando." So everybody knows.
about
So yeah, it's tough. So they're not underdogs anymore.
no, they're not underdogs, but still, like if it was up to me, I actually really think it's too soon to drop Ahsoka.
I
I
agree,
actually,
or at least a
it,
lot of Ahsoka.
exactly. I believe that Ahsoka should have been for maybe the third season.
Okay.
What I believe that if they touch on the whole Mandalore thing and he goes to Mandalore, get some back history, because like I said, I still can't believe that he does not know a bunch of stuff about the Jedi, about the Sith, and about he knows about the Empire, but you can't
Yeah.
tell me you don't know about Vader. You don't know about. So I have a
Or at least,
feeling
anybody who's wielded a lightsaber. Like you don't know
exactly.
anybody. Like
I believe that he was either brainwashed, like I said, or kept in the dark on things.
I think he was
And
shielded, like you said. Like he
yeah,
was overprotected and then underexposed.
exactly. And that's going to come out. We're going to find out more and more. And as the seasons go on, we're going to find out more about the true intentions of the overall story arc, which will definitely, when we start talking about season 2,
Mhm.
the whole Filoni verse, the situation what might be leading to something big.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely. So what I want to do is I want to see. I don't know if I can do it because I'm still new with StreamYard and everything, but I'm going to see if I can bring up the actual trailer so we can all watch it again,
cool.
and then we'll break it down. So, like I said, new to StreamYard here, so we're still
And
figuring things out.
thank God you didn't ask me because I have no clue. No clue.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let me see if I can figure this out for everybody.
Let's go.
Boom. I want to share a screen here. There we go. Share screen.
All right.
All right, everybody can see it. Let me know if you can hear it.
I got it. I can hear it. Now I can't hear it.
Yeah.
No.
Can't hear?
No.
Okay. Let me see. Might have to switch microphones here.
All right.
Like I said, still working on this.
We'll get it. We'll get it
Yeah, we'll get
eventually.
it. We'll get it.
I apologize, everybody who's watching.
Technical difficulties. I apologize.
Exactly.
I was trying to be clever and creative. All right. Let me see. Might have to unplug my mic. You sound now?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child. Wherever I go, he goes. So I've heard. This is the way.
So fun. So freaking fun. So fun.
It is so hyped. And you know how they throw you off with everything that's going on? They voice over other parts where it's not supposed to be, just to throw off the scent. Like when the armor was talking to him about the evil sorcerers, and you see Sasha Banks, she's there, and she disappears into the back, like she disappeared, like she's a Jedi or something like that. No, that's a whole different part. That's a whole different part. You know,
I don't doubt it at all.
I really hope that they do. Sabine. I want to see Sabine.
Mhm.
I want to see Bo-Katan. But I really want to see Boba Fett.
We got a long list.
So, but it does look exciting.
It looks great. I'm sorry, my blood gets pumping after watching that. I've watched that so many times. I'm sure same for you. I love the way they do the music and everything. I think it's fantastic.
Well, now the music in the beginning, you hear like the Mongolian type of music.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Mongolian death metal band. That band was used. The same music was used in the Jedi Order, Fallen Jedi Order.
The game.
The game. So
yeah.
So it's really good. It fits with the whole Mandalorian feel and the whole Star Wars feel.
So now from the trailer, and I think this is going to be, now we can set our expectations and we can move to our anticipation for season 2. I think the majority of the season and the storyline is still going to focus on the child. Obviously, there's certain people that are still looking for the child. They want the child. Now we have some Gamorreans involved. Looks like we're going to be going to some new planets, which is cool. We also have a lot of questions that need to be answered, like why is his ship all torn up? It's in the first part of the trailer, we see it limping along there.
It could be that he had the battle with the X-Wings at with the rebel, the alliance. They told him to stand down, so he could have got his ship all shot up from them, or that could be something else. Because remember, they're very good at splicing things and putting two things together that don't make. So it could be the ice planet. They were talking about could be Ilum from the Fallen Jedi Order, which became Starbase Killer in The Force Awakens, but also it could be Sabine Wren's home planet.
Okay.
She does have a snowed planet. Her planet is an ice planet, which is just like that, and her family comes. Okay. She's from that planet. I can't think of the name of the planet. Jesus, knowledge, man. But her planet.
There's a lot up there.
It could be her planet because remember the second trailer, he's looking for more Mandalorians. Right. So he's getting info from people. So maybe Sabine's mom, brother, because we don't know what happened with the Great Purge. You know, when Moff Gideon went there with the Empire and he wound up getting the Darksaber. What happened? You know, we don't know what the whole deal is. You know, Mandalore is destroyed. We don't know if Sabine's home planet now got destroyed, where she comes from. It's because remember the Mandalorians spread out everywhere now. There are Mandalorians out there. It's just they're so far in between. It's like the Jedi. There are other Jedis out there that hid from Order 66.
They had to. I mean,
they had to. They had no choice, and that's why the average Star Wars fan that watches just the movies and doesn't even watch the TV shows or the cartoons won't understand certain things. Even the comic books flesh out a lot more detail with hidden Jedi that went in hiding and that come out a little bit later on. And there's a lot. There's a lot to take in between the novels, the comic books.
There's such a long history that no one has ever talked about, even with the Darksaber. You know, we can go into how many times did the Darksaber change hands? How did it even get into Moff Gideon's hands? We know, like you said before, Darth Maul had it at one point. So I'm really interested, and we can go into now, like, what do we want to see from season 2? I hope they go into I don't think we'll get a lot, but I'd like to see a little bit of backstory on the Darksaber.
Well, this is what I hope happens, to be honest with you. We all know that Sabine gave it to Bo-Katan, and that's the last time we've seen the Darksaber before Moff Gideon came up with it.
Right.
So that time period between Rebels, the end of towards the season 3, I believe, of Rebels. Okay, thank you.
No risk. Yep, there it is.
Thank you. My theory is that between that time, there's a big time gap. So Moff Gideon went in there, maybe not after she got the Darksaber, maybe a year after, and went in there and brought the forces. Because, look, we all know the Empire is defeated. It's 5 years after Return of the Jedi. There are warlords. There are remnants of the Empire still, exactly, out there. So we don't know what happened. And the one thing that people you can't say that Bo-Katan is not going to be in this. She might get a flashback. You might get more flashbacks with Sabine, more flashbacks with Bo-Katan than you do really having them so-called in the show. But then they dropped that Cara Dune and Bo-Katan having a series, something's in development. Then it makes you scratch. I don't know. See, there's just so much out there. We don't know what's what.
But we've heard rumors about. There's been rumors about 12 and maybe even more. But everything I've heard on podcasts, articles, and other channels I'm following and news outlets, I've counted 12 potential shows in addition to the Mandalorian. So I mean, are we going to get all 12 of those shows? Probably not.
Probably not. We're going to find, like I said, December 12th. The Bob Chapek has the conference call with the investors. We might get some other shows besides the Obi-Wan, the Cassian Andor, and Bad Batch.
Yes.
And Rebels, the sequel to Rebels is supposed to be coming because the first season's done already. They're saying the winter of next year we might get that, which fills in the gap where Ahsoka and Sabine go hunt for Ezra. Because look, this is another thing too. They're still not giving us the time period. if Sabine shows up, if Ahsoka and Sabine show up in Mandalorian, is it before they found Ezra or after Ezra? I'm saying after Ezra.
Mhm.
I think what's going on now is all after Ezra. I think now that the child is a beacon
Mhm.
to Force users and Jedis or whatever to come together.
Mhm.
And there's something more with the child than just being
Yeah,
a cute little cuddly 50-year-old.
absolutely. Absolutely. No, there's definitely, I mean, if all of these bounty hunters have these little Bluetooth beacons and they can track this thing, I mean, there's got to be some Jedi. I mean, there's just got to be somebody out there who maybe like lost the child before it even wound up in the Mandalorian's hands. Like, who had him before? He's been around. Like you just said, he's been around 50 years.
When Mando got him in the first, when he went out there to salvage him from those crime lords,
Right.
who were they working for?
Right.
Because think about it. Because remember, there's so many cartels out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find out slowly but surely because Mando's getting a reputation now that not only is he going to have the assassins and the bounty hunters and the remnant of the Empire after him, he's going to have a lot more people after him. The higher bounties, people,
Right.
Cad Bane,
Cad Bane would be sweet.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Those Clone War cartoons that weren't made, he died from the hands of yours truly.
Yeah.
But it's so he's still canon, so he can still show up. Like I said, there's so many different things that can happen. That's why I'm saying Disney Plus is a savior now. So there's so much they can do, and if they do it right. But that's why I think Filoni and Favreau, it's in great hands. They know what they're doing,
and they want to do a good job.
Exactly, of course they want to do a good job. And when Kathleen Kennedy does step down, which she possibly might be next year, Favreau or Filoni, or if you want to get crazy, George Lucas can come back and become the president. Look, there's a mixed. Look, the whole thing with George Lucas, I love him, the father who built the entire empire of the Star Wars, that changed my childhood forever.
A lot of people's childhoods, yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't like him because the prequels. Look, as much as hate as the sequel trilogy got, the prequel trilogy got, I think, even more.
But I think when the sequel trilogy came out, the prequels have gotten less hate.
They have better. People love them now. Look, I actually like Revenge of the Sith a whole lot better now as time went on. Mm-hmm. And now that Clone Wars season 7 intertwined with Revenge of the Sith, I love it even more.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a dark film.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's coming, and it just really it hits you, even though you know what's coming. To watch Anakin Skywalker from a slave, 9 years old, Annie, become the monster he was in Revenge of the Sith, and that 20 years between Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope.
Yeah.
So he was a tyrant. So that's what I'm trying to say. That there's a plan. And,
I mean, there has to be. I mean, and they've had tons of time to map everything out. And as we've seen Jon Favreau do with Marvel, I mean, I'm sure he's got some crazy story webs that we haven't even thought of yet. So
look, I believe that Kevin Feige of Marvel fame now planned out something for them because he's doing something, and he planned out and sat there with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and planned out something. So something big is coming. We may not find out this year, going into D23 2022, when you get closer to 20. Yeah. Oh, so before I forget, San Diego Con is not canceled. They're not taking any ticket orders this year. So everybody who had tickets last year are the only ones are going to go. So anybody that wants to go this year, it's done this year because they want to have the whole separation now, the less people occupancy. So I'm going to see how this works. Hopefully it does work, because if it doesn't work, we might not see any conventions for a while. until things can happen. So.
Yeah, and that could be a real bummer.
It could.
What will help though is if we get I think we're due for, since you brought up San Diego Comic-Con, I think we're due for another San Diego Comic-Con Star Wars limited piece. I think that'd be really cool.
Yes, and I'm hoping. You want to hear something funny? You may say no if you're familiar with the original comic books.
Mm-hmm.
So, ECC deals with all green. It's about green.
Right.
I was saying, and you might say I'm crazy, but I'm hoping they come out with a Jax pop. He's a bunny. He's a green bunny that was in the original Star Wars, and now he's canon again in the new Star Wars canon for the comic books.
Yeah.
Make him like 500 pieces. I'll take it.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
The obscure characters, if nobody likes them, I'll take them.
Thanks, Kenneth. We're gonna be rocking out.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think one of the pops that, actually, since we brought up pops, might as well break down some pops really quick. And I know a lot of people in here are primarily Funko collectors. That's why I started my channel. Clearly, we have addictions behind us and everything. I think one of the most underrated pops that is going to see a spike in value, and I want to hear your argument on this one as well, because I know it's behind you. I think the green chrome Boba Fett is going to go up. I really do. I think the blue chrome is already, it's a limited piece, right?
Yes, it's to 2,500.
2,500 piece.
Yeah.
So that's already $300. I could realistically see that going for 500 with Star Wars hype. If Boba Fett goes up, all of them across the board.
Oh, of course. Look, the chromes get a bad rap. I know you're not a big fan of chromes. I'm not a big fan on chrome. Yeah. Yes, I'm one of them. I bought all the chrome stuff that came out.
Yeah.
But in a way, kind of gross because it's part of the collection. Funko is about making something unique and different. Yes, they'll milk it out till the cows come home with the child. And there was supposed to be a bunch of child chrome pops coming out, which it might still come out.
I'm sure they'll come out. They're
probably towards the end of the year. They're probably in waiting. It's like an assassin sneak attack before you know it. But
absolutely,
the color scheme. Between the color scheme and the whole Futura color artist series. I think the artist series is unique. I like the artist series.
Yes,
and it actually looks good on the other pops, like the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Mickey Mouse pops, the Scooby Doo.
The Batman.
Even though the Batman especially, I don't collect the other ones because I have to stay in a certain genre, a certain space. I'm gonna stay in my lane, yeah, big time. But
I don't stay in my lane.
Like there's just so many good ones. Like I said, remember I told you the core 4 pops that the core 4 characters in my arsenal that growing up that I always loved, and I need that Hordak. If anybody out there. I need a Hordak. But yeah, and they're gonna continue to do it. We're still gonna buy it.
Absolutely. We have Red Chrome Mando coming out.
That's coming out. I understand the Mandalorians with the armor or different colors, but come out with Cara Dune, a red, green, blue Cara Dune. That wouldn't really make sense. Like, I'm surprised they didn't come out with a metallic green Boba Fett. Metallic colors, make his regular colors, but make it metallic.
I'm sure if they haven't thought of that, that would be a perfect ECC.
That'd be nice. Definitely be nice too.
I'll tell you the one pop. I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They have to make a Mandalorian in Razor Crest. If they don't make that pop ride,
yes,
they have to.
I believe. Next year, we're definitely going to get a Razor Crest. If it's not a con exclusive, it's going to be an exclusive to like GameStop or a Box Lunch or maybe the Funko Shop. Mm-hmm. I can see maybe the Funko Shop make it exclusive, which would be nice.
Yeah,
and make it numbered. But I doubt they'll do it. They'll just put it out to what they have.
But they can make it. They can make it numbered. Make it 5,000 pieces. Who cares? Just put a number in there.
The numbers really make it count, but people will complain if you make numbers. If you don't make numbers,
people are going to complain regardless. So just make numbers and get it over with because they've done it with certain pops and they don't care. So
exactly. Look, they're still coming out with Rise of Skywalker pops. They have They got to have Ben Solo coming out. They have Rey with the blue lightsabers,
which we don't need.
And I know, but if you make them limited, you make them numbered.
Yes.
People will definitely want them. You put them in your collection. At least they give it some value.
Right.
You know, and it's all about. Look, we all know that we collected for the nostalgia because we like these, but there's a lot of people out there that the value means a lot to them.
So, and speaking of value, I mean, you must have like 99% of the Star Wars pop, at least the characters you want. You have a ton of Star Wars pop. I have some, not as many as you. I do have a pretty decent Star Wars collection. Which ones, like 3 pops off the top of your head, which ones do you think are going to go up as a result of season 2?
The D23?
Yeah, that's probably going to go up. Yeah.
This one, definitely. The NCC?
Yep, that one's going to go
up. I got this one. And believe it or not, I actually think the common Mando pops are going to see a spike.
I agree.
The common ones. I think the regular, the same exact pop that came out for the D23, this one is going to spike. And
I agree.
This one is definitely going to show some value on it because it was common, and when these first came out, nobody could find them. And you could find them here and there, but you still can't find them in some places. But some of the commons, but definitely the grails from Mando are definitely going to go up.
I agree. So I have the same one. I think the NYCC Mando is going to go up for sure. I think D23 is a toss-up. Like, I think it's going to go up, but I don't think we're going to see as much of a spike. Just because I think we're at a point, and I could be wrong, and this is a perfect topic for people to weigh in on the chat. Like, is that sticker, does that mean enough to people anymore? Because I feel like there was a craze for it, everybody wanted it, and then I thought I saw it kind of die out. People were like, whatever, it's a sticker, I don't need that pop, you know?
Well, listen, it priced out their range. Think about it. A lot of people who do collect pops are young collectors.
Yeah,
you have the old fogies like me, and there's a lot out there that do collect that. Yeah. That's still expensive for us too, going out there and buying them. But for a young kid, in 10, 15 years old, like my nephew, he can never afford this stuff. His father would have to dish it out.
Yeah,
or I would have to dish it out for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't. It's just something that's one of the reasons why some of the pops do go down, because of the value. They spike so high up, the ceiling is already done. There's no more you can go up.
And then people just deem them
out
of reach. They're just out of reach.
Look, the one that I'm really surprised of is the Sith Trooper, the one that came out last year for San Diego Con. Yes. That continues to spike for some strange reason. There are some spikes on that
make no sense.
It makes no sense. Because we're in the movie for 1 second, but certain things people gravitate towards more, like the Darth Maul, the holographic Darth Maul. That's a grail of grails.
That's the holy grail of all Star Wars.
That's the holy grail of the regular collection, and it's 480 pieces, but it's not a Freddy Funko where it's like only 96 pieces, only 24 pieces. It's 480 pieces. It's out there. But think about it. All the boxes that got destroyed.
Yeah. All the people
open them.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't see many of them now float on eBay. And if you do, before the spike.
Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be lucky if someone is selling them. You find somebody that is willing to, you can lowball them to a certain point where they're not losing out. You're not taking advantage of them. They're still making money. But you definitely have to find it or trade.
Yeah.
If somebody wants something, if you have something, like, no one's going to tell me, Dom, listen, I'll give you the holographic Darth Maul for that Mando. I'll be like, yes, please, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would have to trade
most collectors now, they don't want just straight cash. They want, especially if you have a high-end piece like that from what's holographic Darth Maul? It's 2012, right? I mean, that's an
20.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking. It's been a while.
It's been look. That's been fluctuating between 2,500, 3,000. It spiked to 4,000 one time. Went back down to 1,500. It kept going back and forth. Believe me, I kept an eye on it the entire time. And now it's just crazy. The price is spiked.
Now I've seen people list at 5, 6K. Like,
look,
it's insane.
And it's not just the pops. It's everything. All the Star Wars stuff in general. 2020 became the center of spikes with every collectible in Star Wars imaginable, between comic books and toys.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. I've never seen spikes in things as much as it did this year.
Yeah.
Because yes, people were home. People had more time to look. You were getting good money with the unemployment and stuff like that, and people went out. But another thing too is that I was listening to somebody another podcast, and they were mentioning about the comic books, the Star Wars books. The reason why a lot of them are shooting up in value, the big ones that are going up, when there was no sports and there was no nothing to bet on, all these big high rollers, they were looking for the next big thing. So they wound up taking some of their money and going, you know what, let me buy some comic books. And they went out, they paid $12,000. There was prices of $5,000, $12,000 for comic books.
It's insane.
But that's insane. So I believe the market was getting spiking up with the people who had the cash and were the high rollers. They were out there saying, I need something to buy. And they would go out and buy.
There's always high rollers. I mean, there's these people that have 6-figure jobs. They might not have kids. They might travel for work. And then all of a sudden, they got nothing to do. They got no sporting events to not even bet on or spend money. They have nowhere to go. They're all just at home. And that money is just burning a hole in their pocket. You know?
Definitely, yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, we'll see what transpires. Like now, like I said, when Mando drops on Friday, let the fun begin.
That's why I said, if you guys saw my video today, man, like
I watched the video and I know that you already have the common one up there. What's the other ones that you and the D23? What's the other one in the New York Comic Con, right?
The New York Comic Con, yeah. The one, what was I talking about? Somebody called me out today and said, "Hey, I don't have the Chrome one or whatever." Somebody called me out in the video. I said, "Yes, I don't have the Chrome one yet." But
you, my friend, there you go.
There we go. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So now the collection is somewhat complete. Now I am downsizing the collection a tiny bit with this one. And I know you have it. We were just talking about it. I don't have much room left, and I'm still debating it, but I already said I was going to give it away. So we're going to still give it away. And I think this is going to be a grail. I really do. I think this is the best 10-inch pop that they've made.
Yes.
I really do. I think just with the armor, the way he's holding the child, the base, I think it's just
he's
fantastic.
Fully chromed.
Yeah.
That's what they made the mistake with the other one.
Yeah.
That is what they should have did with the original when they first made it, not have the era first production. But you're definitely right. That's why I have two of them. I have one in box and one out of box.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
Oh, it's a beautiful piece.
Beautiful out of box pop. Beautiful.
Oh, it is. Look, I've heard so many people tell me you should take a lot of your stuff out of box and, put things out there. And it's kind of hard because being an in-box collector, it's definitely, yes, they look fantastic outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I might here and there, but how can you take out the Mando, the grails out of box?
I think when a pop hits triple digits, it's very hard to justify taking it out of the box. It's very hard, like very, very hard. But for those of you guys in the stream, so today in my video, I was talking about specifically Mando pops that I think are going to go up. And basically, like, the next couple of days are legit. And I'm not even joking. Like, Dom, you've seen how fast the market moves. You've seen how quickly flippers, and just not even flippers, just people, when they see something, they want to make money off of it so they can buy something for their own collection. People move so quick. So in addition to the pops I was talking about today, I have two other pops here that if they make their appearance in season 2, I think these are going to go up. And I think this Boba Fett, which is right now the $60 pop with the jetpack, I think it's one of the coolest Boba Fett pops they've made ever. And I think it's a very underrated pop, and it has the potential to be $150, $200. I really do.
Definitely.
The other
I've been
pop,
saying that for a long time too.
yeah, it's just, and this is like we were just saying with out of box. This is a fantastic out of box pop, fantastic. And the other pop I have pending restock. Now with Hot Topic, you never know. So pending restock. I think this version of Ahsoka is the coolest one.
Yes.
I really do. Just the way they did the double cross lightsabers. And I think she's like $70, $80 right now. And I think both these are going to skyrocket.
The glow in the dark, the holographic Ahsoka, the same one
Yes.
from LA Comic Con. I just love the detail on the face, the paint that you have when you look at it. Just the face paint. It's just amazing. I like the way they did all the colors, the light blue, the dark green. It's really nice.
I think this is just a fantastic pair. Like if you're going to get Ahsoka, you got to get both of these.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That one, definitely going to go up. And this one probably is going to go up as well, too, if I can find it. Let me see. Yep. I got stuff behind things here.
I know you got pops on pops on pops.
Right now I can't find it, but the Clone Wars Ahsoka from Hot Topic.
The action pose one where she's
that's gonna be that's a pretty good one too. But what happens is that when they release new pops of certain characters, their older pops go up.
Yes.
Like the Mando. They have the new Mandos that are coming out. That's gonna propel the older ones to go up in value. Because really, if you think about it, some of these things you can't find anymore.
No.
Only in the secondary market. And you're going to be paying premium price for the secondary market.
And for the people, and believe it, there's people out there who have been stocking up. When they found out the release date of Mandalorian Season 2, there is people that went out there. One of my friends did it. He went out there, he bought up Ahsoka's, he bought up Boba Fett's, and he bought up Mando's. And he's ready. You can go give him a call on Friday, and he will gladly charge you a premium fee for any one of those pops.
Like you said, the blue chrome Boba Fett.
Yes.
Is $400. I think you're right. I think that is actually going to go up more.
And I hope not, at least before I get it, because I don't have it.
Exactly. I hope you do get it first before it does.
I'm going to try to get that.
But yeah, other than that, some other ones might pop up. Like I said, there's so many cameos that are supposed to be in Mando Season 2.
Yeah.
Like Sabine. Sabine's pop.
Very underrated pop.
Yeah. This pop. Okay, go this way. This pop. This might go up. If she does make an appearance.
It will.
If she makes an appearance, that it's just, and believe it or not, this might make Jango Fett's pops go up too, because Mandalorian. Look, even though Jango and Boba Fett technically are in Mandos, they have the armor.
But they still have the armor and the helmet.
Exactly. They were the first ones to be introduced before all the Mandalorians started coming out. Even in Legends, they started introducing, but all this stuff, value.
Absolutely. So
how many pops do I have?
How many pops Star Wars pops do you have?
I have now.
Is your wife in the room? Are you allowed to say that out loud?
Yes, my wife's in the bedroom right now. I have close to, with all the variants and stuff like that, about 500.
500, just Star Wars.
And it's not even the collection too, because you think about it, you got the variant stickers. You have 3 stickers for each. Yeah. So I have to make a decision on what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I want to be a completeness, but I can't be if I don't want to get those stickers. But it's kind of hard to be to do that.
I think you're at a certain point where you're so close, like you have to keep going and you have to finish it. So at least, even if it's for a week, a month, 6 months, you can say I got them all. And then if you have to sell them, you realize you want to eat food on your kitchen table again, space, then you sell stuff.
I'm looking into maybe eventually downsizing, maybe sometime next year, just to see and concentrate solely on things that I really want. Because there's a lot of characters, and look, as the years go on, the other characters that we like, they're going to get in the spotlight.
Right.
There's a lot of characters that I want them to make from the Clone Wars that they haven't made. Dr. Aphra, I want Dr. Aphra. That's one pop I've been waiting for. Like I told you in the first, the stream that we had, the Star Wars stream.
Yeah.
Ventress, Savage.
Why? Yeah. Such a crazy character. I can't believe we haven't got a pop of her yet. That's just beyond me.
But now they're making the Clone Wars pops. but they make it for only season 7. You still have all the other seasons. Young Boba, look, why don't you make a young Boba?
Yeah, that's
With your child?
that's a money grab right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I think if they do those certain figures for us, those pops, and number them, then it'll be perfect.
So Nick says, out of those 500, how many are the child? 490.
490. It's getting there with their 7. There's another child coming out, I believe, too, that they talked about. I think I have them all right now. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 7 right now.
Yes, Stephen, we are super pumped for Mando season 2. Well, I know, Dom, you know how I feel about my Freddies, so I'm counting down the days until we see this pop up on the Funko shop or a con or something. This is awesome.
I am going to be with you that day that comes out. Definitely.
If you see that, you got to message me. We're gonna buy it.
Yeah, definitely.
If I see it, I'm gonna stop everything I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull over. I'm gonna message you, and we're gonna get this because.
Yeah, John, you better get off your job fast. Just leave. Don't worry about it. They'll understand.
They'll understand. No, they
will understand.
They will understand.
Look, it's gonna most likely definitely be San Diego this year. If it's gonna be crazy because it's gonna be a very limited show with very limited people. And that pop will definitely be a lot of money because if they limit stuff, you can rest assured on a typical 200,000 plus people showing up for the weekend for SDCC, and there's less than that, it's going to be big.
And I'll pay it.
I know you will.
Whatever it is in the beginning, because that's just like we've talked about. There's certain pops you don't wait on. You just go and grab it. Yeah. And
they're going to limit it to 10. 10 pops.
I guess I got to beat up 9 people.
All the top brass in Funko own one, and there's going to be 2 available for people. Come on.
Yep. $50,000 on eBay. Plus $4.99 shipping.
That's what I don't get. That makes me laugh. If you're going to spend that much money for something,
yeah, I never understood.
You can't cover the shipping. Come on.
Yeah. The other thing too is I don't know if this has ever happened to you before. Quick side story. When I buy pops from people that are clearly a grail. Now, I know everybody's got a different definition of grail. I say $100 or more is a grail. That's just how I put it. For most things, some stuff's personal, whatever. When I buy something from somebody, $100, and he's like, "Hey, you want me to throw in a protector?" Dude, come on. Of
course.
Come on. And he's like, "Oh, $10 for a stack, $5 for a soft shield." I'm like, dude, come on. You're going to make money off the protector? Come on.
I had somebody one time, I bought something, and I told him, I said, make sure you put it, I don't have any protectors. I'm like, so I'm buying this pop off of you. Oh, I'm going to wrap it up in bubble wrap and put it in paper and put it in this and this and that. I'm like, no, if I'm paying this much money to buy this thing,
go buy a protector.
Put it in a hard stack or put it at least in a plastic stack and wrap it up and make sure you put it in a bag and a bag and a bag and then a box and a box.
Yeah, and then call me.
But
so yes. Flipcake is asking, do you have any Star Wars protos yet? That's a good question.
No, I follow somebody on Instagram that actually has all the protos for Star Wars, and I'm really jealous. I never got a chance to get any, and I know that the Funko Fun Days, they have them as prizes, and people get them. And I was kind of jealous because this one guy had the Mandalorian proto.
Oh, really?
And he was showing it, and it's like, I wish I had that. Look, the other protos are definitely another game in its own. They are instant grails.
Game. There's nothing cheap about the proto life.
Especially the character. If it's Mandalorian, it's gonna be a lot of money. Boba Fett, it's gonna be a lot of money. Ahsoka. It's just one day I'll get one. One day I'll get one. I'm not pursuing those because they're definitely out of reach. But if I win something on one of the cons or something, or Funko has like a free thing giveaway, who knows? Yeah. But it's a dream that's going to be a long dream because, I really wish I had one at least just to put in a hard stack to make it, just to have it up there and
the centerpiece.
Centerpiece.
One day. I think it's good though. Like if your collection always has a goal or another milestone, if like you haven't got an autograph pop yet, or you haven't got a proto, or you haven't gotten that grail. A lot of people are still working on grail. I'm still working on grails. there's a Freddy or something. Like, I think it's cool if you always have a goal. You know, you're always working towards something.
Definitely, a little bit away a week, like certain things, like it helps payment plans. If you have a payment plan, it helps a lot. And you definitely have to know the person if you're going to do it. And they have to trust you as well too. So it goes both ways.
Right.
But yeah, like to buy a pop straight out for like 10 grand, never happened.
Yeah.
Never. As much as you want something, you want it to be like a credit card payment. You want to pay the minimum and not pay big time. It's just tough. It's just really tough to the stuff we love to put that much money down and to buy it.
It's tough.
1, 2, 3. Because right now, cash is key. If you have cash is very important right now. Like these are all fine, but when it comes down to it,
you can't go to the grocery store.
You can't go. So I go, hey, I got this pop. It's $500. I'm getting $500 in groceries.
Unless that cashier is a pop collector and he's willing to lose his job that day.
Exactly. But if you had payment plans and made things easier, definitely, to help along, look, at the end of the day, the person's getting their money too. It may not be right there and then.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't milk it to a point where it takes forever to pay it off. You set a certain boundary of what you want to pay.
Yeah.
And
I think a good. I mean, I've done it a few times. I think a good. A good course of time is usually forward anywhere from like 1 to 3 months. I think is reasonable. Yeah. Anything beyond that, it gets a little long. Anything shy of that, could be impractical. So
look, you don't want to stretch things out. You want to because you want it in your collection right away because you think about it.
You're excited, yeah.
And exactly, and you don't want the anticipation and waiting a long time to obtain it is driving you crazy.
Right.
And then after that, like if you're paying half of it, you have like half the money out already. You're trying to make that other money, and saying to yourself, if I can't get the other money, he's got that money. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it works both ways, like always. But yeah.
But getting back to dreams that have come true, I think you have a big grail that you're going to be unboxing for us tonight. I think now might be a good time. Is everybody ready? I'm excited.
You don't want to have this as a giveaway at the moment?
I think we'll do a giveaway after. How about that?
Okay.
We'll do a giveaway after.
So
I know everybody's pumped.
This has been a long time coming. Over a week, just about. What I have in this box is gold.
Straight fire.
Straight fire. Let's make some room here. Okay.
I'm excited. You guys are in for a treat. This is something that not a lot of people have been able to do. I know I've been counting down the days until this, so I'm really excited, and I'm grateful.
This box is
Dom held out this long.
Usually, I'm very impatient when it comes to this. My wife will tell you that I can't wait, but she's laughing over there now because the way I said this box is taking my time. All right. Okay. Oh, yes, goody.
Cake. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It's like the peanuts.
Oh, peanuts?
All right. Before I open the thing, this is the bag.
There we go.
So let's take a look at the bag real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, by the bag, I'm sure a lot of you guys can figure out what the pop is, but it's super rare, limited.
And it's actually pretty cool.
It came with this pretty exclusive bag.
Slave 1.
All right, not bad. Not bad. Very cool.
It has the opening in there, too, for a certain individual.
Nice.
So that's the bag. Now, this is what people really want to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting ready to have their mind blown.
Oh, wow. It's in a Ziploc bag. In a box. You see?
Some people know what they're doing.
Yes, they do. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Double boxed. Always the key.
Double box.
Oh, man is right. Yeah.
Woo! I'm excited about this.
Get a kid on Christmas.
All right. Let's see. All right.
Oh man. Oh, there he is. Nice.
See, the top came off. See,
Stupid pop stacks.
but it's not. It's not like it
damaged.
was actually. See, it was open. He actually opened it,
Okay.
but I don't know why. But it's all good. This is the main thing right here.
There you go. Limited
1,000
pieces. Nice.
Now, because it's open now, because it's I don't know why it's opened, but I got to look at this over. It's going into a hard stack, big time.
That's definitely armor worthy.
Yes,
for sure.
But actually, that kind of makes me a little upset now.
What?
It's open, but that's because it's opened. Because the saran, the paper that actually around it.
Oh, the plastic wrap.
The plastic, yeah. But
it's
it is what it is.
It happens.
It's nice.
Pop looks all right.
Yeah, it does. It looks good.
Oh, so my man Dustin, he actually got one too. He said all of them came opened.
Oh, they all did?
They weren't. I believe they weren't in stacks. Yeah, they didn't come.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I feel better.
A lot of people were upset about that. Yeah. Because all the other Futura and Artist Series ones were, yeah.
So I guess they put it inside there just to safe travels because it is a Grail.
Yeah. So he stepped it up. He stepped it up from Funko's game. So
well, that's cool. Hey, listen, now I feel better. Tell him thank you. No, because think about it, because you buy something like this and you see this and you're like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yep. One more time.
Yeah,
I like the camouflage look.
Yes. Like he's hiding in the bushes.
Okay. Like that. Oh yeah.
Really cool.
It's actually going to go right over here. Next to the other Grails right there.
Next to the OG.
Yep, next to the OG right there.
There you go.
Next to the chrome blue and the two.
This is another reason, guys, why I wanted you to see Dom's collection, because I think he arguably has one of the best Star Wars collections out there, especially Boba Fett, Mandalorian. It's freaking sweet. So
like I said, there's people out there with better stuff, but I'm very proud and enjoy what I have, and I know a lot of the pops are unattainable to some individuals out there, and some people have better stuff. But at the end of the day, my thing is really,
as long as you're happy with what you got, and you still have goals and you want to meet those goals,
definitely.
That's something
you can
definitely. Teresa, I do not have that one yet. Not yet.
He'll get it. He's gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it. I actually picked up a pretty sweet Star Wars Grail that I'm gonna unbox in a few weeks. So I got something on the horizon. I bought Dom knows what it is. I bought myself an early birthday present, so I will be showing you guys soon. But enough about us and our collections. I think it's time that we do a little giveaway. So Dom, I don't know how much you were keeping up with the chat. So I want to see maybe we can pick somebody who's been pretty active all night and send them home with a brand new Mandalorian, as well as their very own Slapshot Pops puck. So we will get that shipped out to you guys. Do you want to ask a question or anything?
No, just
pick somebody.
Just pick somebody. Actually, you know what? You know what? Yeah, just pick somebody. Just pick somebody make it easier.
All right, we'll pick somebody. I know a lot of you guys have stuck around all night. I've been seeing. Do you want to pick? How about you pick? Because I've seen some of these people. I don't want to be biased. Why don't you pick? Because
just pick. You
sure?
Yeah. I got the pop in my hand. You pick, and some lucky
winner.
So
we're gonna take care of you guys, and ship this pop door to door. We want to get a brand new Mandalorian in someone's hand. So I'm scrolling back all the way to the beginning. And let's see, one of the first people to jump in the stream, and she also just commented. She's been commenting all night, and that is Gianna. So I'm going to go with Gianna for tonight's giveaway. So you're going to get the winner. Brand new Mandalorian. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching us all night. And we're going to make sure you get a little giveaway package in the mail. So shoot me a a message on Instagram at SlapshotPops with your address and your information, and we'll get that over to you right away. So,
congratulations, Mando has a new home.
We try to do some giveaways here and there, help everybody out, especially with Mandalorian season 2 coming up. I'm really excited. We're going to be doing giveaways every Monday night. So if you did not win, no sweat. We have our Brickheads giveaway coming up. We have our 10-inch Mandalorian that we're giving away for 750 subscribers. And we got a lot of giveaways on the horizon. So I'm really excited.
It's definitely going to be fun. A nice little Star Wars chat and some prizes and get to see some collections.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll break out some stuff, as characters get introduced to each episode. We'll have to talk about their pops and break down the collectibles. You're welcome, Gianna. No sweat. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for all you guys coming out tonight. The one other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick, because I wanted to take it out for everybody. If there's one thing that I suggest you guys go pick up, if you can, before the show drops. I know today I was talking about pops in my video. I picked this up. We're going to do a live Lego build in one of our videos pretty soon, and that's this guy.
Nice.
I think this is so freaking cool. And in the grand scheme of things, it retails right now for $130. You can pick it up on Amazon. I just think they're going to sell out like crazy. I think it's going to be a hot Christmas item. And if you guys are Lego fans like we are, you got to go pick it up.
If anybody knows about Slave One, the original Slave One is going for a lot of money now.
Yeah,
so,
that's good for a ton.
But they reissued it again. It's out. They have it now, the 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
which is really good. Which I might consider picking up down the road.
I'm gonna pick up. Yeah, I want the Lego Razor Crest next to the Slave One. That's what I want.
Yes, the Slave One, the Razor Crest is going to be a good piece to have. It's definitely going to fall out of production and come back with a remake every certain amount of years, every 5 years or every 10 years, or how they do it.
Exactly. But this has been fun. I want to end a few minutes early because Professor Josh is actually going to be doing his live stream at 9:30. So I want to give everybody a break. Go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, take a break for 5 minutes, grab some food. I'm starving. I haven't had dinner yet.
I mean, I think I can make something myself too.
So I want everybody to go check out Professor Josh. He's a really good friend of mine, fellow Star Wars fan. Great channel, great guy. We're trying to get him to 600 subscribers as well. We're kind of teaming up and taking on YouTube together. So thank you guys for coming out. Dom, huge shout out. And
thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. This is just the first episode, guys. We have lots of Mando Monday on the way. I'm so excited for Friday. Friday's going to be
definitely. Friday is going to be the most hyped day in the history of hyped days.
It's easily the best day of 20.
Easily. Oh, definitely. And there's a lot to look forward to and a lot to talk about. And as time goes on, the Star Wars chats will be getting much more deeper. This is the way. Definitely.
This is the way. So, guys, thank you so much. We have lots of Star Wars content dropping this week. Check out my video on Wednesday. And we also have a surprise video dropping on Thursday, as well as our big duel on Friday. And then we have our live Whatnot auction on Friday night if you're looking to come out and try to grab some Star Wars pops before they truly skyrocket. And we're doing some stuff for charity too. We're going to have a blast. But thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. This has been awesome. And I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go grab some food. And,
you and me both. But thank you again. I appreciate the opportunity. I had fun and looking forward to many more weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys for the support. And remember, don't stop shooting until you score. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks again.
Definitely. This is the way.
This is the way. Hell yeah.